how do we fix SIBO, and why aren't just using antimicrobials or prescription medications, antibiotics, why aren't these the best ways to address SIBO? So for reference, and just to share a little bit about my story, and my story is not, this is by no means the only time I've heard this. This is something I hear so often with SIBO. I went through 5 rounds of trying to address my SIBO many years ago when I got diagnosed, and it kept coming back and back and back. I did the low FODMAP diet for probably the better part of 6 to 12 months, along with many other restrictive diets. And here's the thing, this is not uncommon. And the reason is SIBO is a symptom. Small intestinal bacteria overgrowth is a symptom. And this is a symptom, if we talk through this, so this bacteria is in your large intestine and it overgrows into your small intestine where it is not supposed to be. And if that happens, if we think through this, why would only just killing that bacteria not work? Well, we're not addressing how and why this happened in the first place. Not saying we don't need to kill this bacteria, because yes, that is an important part here. And if that is the only thing that you're doing, you're missing the bigger picture. And this is why people go for years or decades with recurrent SIBO, or they're just on the low FODMAP diet forever, which is not good. It's too restrictive. It's not a great idea. And so we need to look at the how and the why it got there in the first place. Big things that need to be looked at. Toxin overload issues. If you are dealing with heavy metal, mold, environmental toxin overload issues, you're going to be dealing with chronic gut issues for a really, really long time. Parasite overgrowth. If you have a parasite issue, this is probably the most common, one of the most common root causes of SIBO. Parasites also will likely not show up on a stool test. You have to have the magic timing for them to show up. Blood work is a better, much better option when looking for a parasite pattern coupled with symptoms. We also need to look at stomach acid production. Are we producing enough stomach acid? Usually not. Are we having nutrient deficiencies? Is our body in a chronic state of fight, flight, or freeze? Parasites, and this last one, nervous system dysregulation, stuck in one of these chronic trauma states, are 2 of the most common root causes I have seen in my many, many years in practice, and also with myself. So there's no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to SIBO. We need to look at the bigger picture. We need to look at your bigger picture and understand what are your bigger root causes and what needs to be addressed in addition to the SIBO, to make sure that our body is left in a place where it can stay healed long term, and we're not ending back up with SIBO again and again and again. If you need help with this, book a free consult with us. We would love to do a deeper dive into your specific root causes, looking at the bigger picture so you know what you actually need to address. We'll also tell you how to get there and where to start. If you want to work with us, we have a lot of experience working with SIBO and chronic gut issues, among many other things. So there's a link in our bio. Book your free consult with us. We'd love to chat with you more so you can heal and stay healed long term.